Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jada West. If you are new here, thank you so much for coming, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe down there on one of those sides. So if you are already a subscriber and you're coming back, thanks. I love you guys. Either way it goes. And I can't wait to share this tutorial with you because this one is one that is near and dear to my heart. Why? Because she's denim. That's it. That's the biggest reason why. If you know me, you know that my favorite fabric in the world is denim. Hands down. There's so much denim in my closet, it's scary. This was actually picked out by you guys on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you can catch me at the Jada West. You guys picked between two looks and y'all like the denim dress. So I brought her here. She's a thing now. She exists. And I actually created it from two different denim pieces and she stretches. So This is a good day. This is a good day when your denim stretches. It's actually a really quick tutorial. It was super easy to make and I had a lot of fun doing it. I felt good wearing it. So stay tuned so that you can see how this all turns out. So because I want the waist of the dress to be a little bit higher, I marked it closer to my natural waistline and I started to cut up around the button placket up to that point. Now because I don't want there to be any raw edges showing, I use a seam ripper to take out the seam and then I just cut out the excess fabric that is around the snaps. Luckily, I had another denim skirt. It was denim-like, it's not necessarily denim, but I had it and it was stretch. So I used that so that it could be a two-tone dress, and I put that up to the point where I want the waistline to start. Now that I have the skirt exactly where I want it to land, I use pins to mark it on the romper, and I'm going to cut along that piece, making sure that I don't cut out the detail in the back, just in the front. And now it's time for pinning. So I pinned the skirt to the top of the dress, and then I'm also going down the sides of the skirt to match the double stitching that is on the top so that it can continue all the way to the hem. Now on this part I have to make sure that I pin it straight, so I take a step back and ensure that the line isn't doing a curve, and then I take it to the sewing machine and I sew the top to the skirt, and I also sew a straight stitch along where I pinned. Now because this is a form of top stitching, we're actually sewing where the wrong sides are facing each other and the right sides are out, so this stitch will be visible, so it's really important to make it super straight. Now that the first stitch is done, I fold it over, and now I'm going to continue the stitching, the double stitching, to mimic the top of the dress. Now that the top stitching is done, I'm going to continue sewing all the way to the sides of the dress, making sure that I leave the back detail the way that it was in the romper because I like that. And I'm going to take it in a couple of inches so that the top side seam matches with the skirt side seam, and to make sure that there's no extra fabric whenever I put the dress on. To do this, I just remove the side stitching and then I cut the fabric to where the side seam starts, leaving a little room to sew, and then I connect the back piece back to it and sew a straight stitch. To finish connecting, I sew the wrong sides together first, and then I flip it around and do another top stitch so that it continues the stitching that I did earlier. Now because I want this to be a halter top, I'm going to remove the strap using the seam ripper from the back, and I'm going to also remove the adjuster so that it's just like a regular tie. I thought it would be cute to keep the ring that's already on the straps, so I take out the seam, I remove the adjuster, and then I just follow the folding that was there from the previous seam and sew back over it.